jumps into a stranger's car talking about some, oh, I'm riding with you? I do. Me? I did that. Me? Not you.
Plans are to prosper you. Plans not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. Trust in the Lord and He will guide you.
Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all too, in that little high school video, that led up to me, what's the word? Going in, that led up to salvation essentially. Y'all, so why? I don't know who the person was, but where I'm from in Texas, if somebody's having a quinceañera, you going. So, cause, my people, I got to go, my people's having something, I got to go. Cause y'all know in my mind, I'm Hispanic. So I go, I don't even know how I got there. That's number one. Okay. Number two is I jump into, this hunter green Durango with these two dudes I don't know. And the reason why I'm bringing this story out is because the Lord protected me. So these dudes, I was like, hey, where y'all? I'm like, hey, where y'all going? Hey, fool, where y'all going? And so the one dude, TJ, was like, oh, well, we going to whatever. It's a club that's on, I think that's North First. So it was a club on North First that he was going to over there by Rhonda K's by her shop. Y'all, over there. It was over there. For y'all that's know in my city. It was over there. And so he was like, we're going to this club. And so, I jump in the back. I'm like, all right, take me. I'm a roll with y'all. So I'm in these strangers' car, okay? And so come to find out that the driver and the passenger are my first cousin. So I'm my first cousin's cousin on his mom's side. And then they're his first cousins on his dad's side. And so I'm like, so I get over there to wherever the little place is. And at this time, I didn't have a car. And so, somehow, some way I make it home. I think I called my grandmother. I think I was like, Nene, can you come get me? I'm over here. I don't even remember the name of that little club though. But she can't, because I couldn't get in the club because at this time I didn't have ID because I didn't have a license. So Nanny came to get me. You know what I'm saying? But just look at how God worked. He protected me when I wasn't even thinking of me. Who does that? Who jumps into a stranger's car talking about some, oh, I'm riding with you? I do. Me? I did that. Me? Not you. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Wendy and I'm back. Let's try that again. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Wendy and I'm back. With another, with another video. Okay. Hold on, my stuff just ain't acting right. Okay. So, if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? You're already here, but only subscribe if you want to. To all of those new subscribers that I have just gained, I sure do appreciate y'all for, hitting that button and, liking the content that I put out. A1 since day one, or however long you've been here. I sure do appreciate you and thank you for all of your support already, man. Know what I'm talking about? Know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, as you can tell by the title, I'm doing a mukbang. The first mukbang that I did, okay, y'all, the first one my bad. So I got Eggo thick and fluffy cinnamon pancake, cinnamon waffle. I have the Aldi sausage that I fried in my deep fryer. And I have the Cinnabon coffee with, I did coconut creamer. They can't hear you.
Yes, you did.
With coconut creamer. And so yeah, I already prayed off camera. So, y'all, if you don't want to hear smacking and stuff, go on, Turn it off. Right. And I got my coffee, and then I got my water in my Marvel Universe cup. Joni, my nephew, and I, we went to a live action play in 2017, I think it was. Is the date on here? It was 2017, right? Yeah. 2017, we went to a live action play, and that's where I got that. Yeah. So that's where I got that from. And Joni got Spider-Man. She got a Spider-Man cup and a Spider-Man spoon. And my nephew got Captain America.
Yes.
He got Captain America. He got a Captain America cup and a spoon as well. So I'm gonna tell y'all what led up to basic training, okay? So, spring of my junior year in high school, my mom had to, well, she didn't have to, okay? But my mom and Larry D went to Korea. They were in South Korea, of course. And so they went left to go to South Korea to be stationed. And my brother followed. He went to Texas, and he started school there. So he finished his eighth grade year. He finished his eighth grade year in Texas and was going into high school in Texas. Me, on the other hand, I wanted to finish out my junior year in Louisiana, at Fort Polk, Louisiana, and then during the summer, go to Texas. So my mom said it was cool. She allowed me to stay with Smitty. And Smitty's husband, he was in Korea as well. So it was me, Smitty, and then sometimes her mother-in-law came, and then sometimes her mom came, and it was her son as well. But it was only one in-law at a time. And so basically, for the most part, y'all, I don't even know, okay? Because I ain't had no curfew. Let me move this. I ain't had no curfew. I didn't have a curfew. There were no requirements placed on me. I'm about to say, you know what I'm saying, but you don't know what I'm saying. So I came in when I wanted to. I went, surprisingly enough, I went to school every day. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't mandated or required for me to go to school every day. So that was, I don't know. I think I rode with Allison and Chandria. I think I rode with them. I don't remember. But then, so the whole time I'm there, I just stayed out till whenever. I stayed out till whenever, did whatever. But if you guys know Leesville, Louisiana, well, I don't know about it now, because I ain't been back since my parents left the second time. But in Leesville, Louisiana, there wasn't nothing really to do, you know what I'm saying? Because everything closed at before midnight, and, all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So there wasn't really much to do. But where Smitty lived at, she lived in old housing. So originally we lived in Timber Ridge. We lived in Timber Ridge originally, and then everybody else lived in either Dogwood, or they stayed in Jean Chapel, or they lived in old housing. And so, the only person that lived around us, the only people that lived around us was Cedric and Erica. And they had moved by then. And then Brandy, she had been long gone. So there was nobody really in Timber Ridge. And so, you know, you would go to the Yak and stuff like that. That's the youth activities center. Yeah. And so we would go there or whatever. But for the most part, we just hung out. And where we hung out at, I don't remember. I can't even tell you. So I finished my junior year there. And so, summer of 2000, I moved to Texas or whatnot. So, you know, over the summer, not much happened. Like, I reunited with my cousins, my cousin Jaquetta, my cousin Kaylee. I reunited with them because because I was gone for 4 years. So fast forwarding, so we reunited or whatever. And so my birthday was October 12th. My birthday is October 12th. So October 12th, 2000, I had, I was like searching out recruiters and stuff like that. So I first went to the Air Force. And, they ain't really, I walked in the office, they ain't pay me no time of day. They ain't even look up from their desk. I was like, what? I knew I wasn't going in the Coast Guard. I knew I wasn't going in the Navy. And the Marines, what? Huh? Who? No. So I was like, well, let me go in here and check out this, check out the Army recruiter. I walk in and I'm greeted by my recruiter. At the time, he was a staff sergeant, I believe, Staff Sergeant Bibbs. And so, he was talking to me or whatever, whatnot, so on and so forth. Oh man, I missed that whole part. So when I was in Louisiana, I had already taken the ASVAB. And so he looked at my results or whatever. I guess I did bad. So he was like, I want you to take it again. Okay. And then this time, do your best. And so I was like, yeah, okay. I didn't. Because it's a 3-hour test, man. And it's talking about stuff. It's got all kind of stuff on there. It's got technical stuff. It's got admin. It's got mechanical stuff. Look. Okay. And so I guess I did okay. I did both times. I did enough to pass. So then November 18th, I went to the Dallas MEPS because I'm from Texas. I went to the Dallas MEPS and I did the whole rigmarole. We were up there. I think we stayed the night there. So we went up there the day before, stayed the night because we had to get up early that morning or whatnot. So go in or whatever. And I'm asking, the lady's like, oh, well, you can do this. I'm like, okay, well, what is, she was giving me jobs, in my opinion. She was giving me jobs that I think that she wanted me to have. Because I'm like, well, where's the list? It's got to be a list. Where's the list at? Even Santa got a list. And he checked it twice. Okay? Names are written in the book of heaven. Okay? So, names written in the book of life. So, in the Lamb's book, what's up? You ain't got no list? What a list? I was one of those people. And so she just kept spouting off stuff. And so finally, she came with MP. And so, I took MP or whatever, which is a military police. And at the time, I think it was like a 25 series or something like that. And so, took it. And I didn't say anything to my mom or anything like that, but my grandma. So my grandma, she told on me, cause I came back or something. Cause like I said, my mom was in Korea. So when I came back, I told my grandma what happened. I'm gonna stop saying my grandma. So I told Nanny what happened. And so Nanny told on me. Nanny was like, Kim, this girl done went in and enlisted in the military. Can you talk to her, Kim? And I was like, I'm 18. I'm practically on my own. I'm just in your house. Because at my grandmother's house too, I didn't have a curfew. And I just, I came and went as I pleased. But I think like the latest time I came in was like midnight, something like that. And so, she knew where I was and everything. Yeah, she knew where I was. Yeah. And so then, So, you know, I'm talking to my mom about my job. Well, I'm talking to my mom, and so my mom was like, I think she said congratulations. And so she was like, I don't think she said anything negative or whatever, but she was saying that, you know, I didn't want to do MP. And I'm like, why? And so she was like, because MPs carry a 25-pound belt with all their tools and stuff, and so you got to run with that and stuff like that. And so in my mind, I was like, well, I can get conditioned. I didn't say conditioned, but I was like, you know, I should be able to do it, you know, because over time, you know, your body get used to it. But I hated what she said or whatever. So I didn't do it. So she was like, you want to do supply or something like that. So I was like, all right. So I called my recruiter, tell him what my mom said. So he was like, well, you can do recruiting. So he was like, you could do, what's that thing called? He was like, you could do supply. And so I got with my mom. I was like, hey, he said I can do supply. I mean, he said I could be a 92 alpha. So she was like, yeah, that's good. She was like, you do that. And so, you know, I signed up for that or whatnot. So I went into the delayed entry program November 18th of 2000. And I was in the delayed entry program for 8 months before I went to basic. 8 months. And so they were saying something along the lines of I could use that time. Those 8 months would be used for when I retire. I didn't retire, so I don't know if it's used or not. So then we go, you know, we go on or whatnot, everything like that. And then I graduate May 25th of 2001. So, you know, after graduation, where I'm from at the Civic Center, what they do is that they have this huge party. It's called Senior Night. So it's Senior Night and the guests. So anytime I had anything, and if I can find these pictures, I'll insert them randomly. Anytime I had anything, not winter formal, but was it winter formal? No, not winter formal. So basically, anytime I had anything, my cousin Jaquetta was my plus one, because my cousin Kaylee was already, you know, she was already going with me because we were, you know, in the same grade. And we're 17 days apart. She's older. And so, you know, go to graduation or whatever. My cousin, see walking across the stage. I'm blowing kisses at the camera. I told y'all that story before. And my cousin gave the principal from the both of us this big chocolate thing. Shout out to my aunt, who is a Russell Stover hookup, okay? Because we got it for free. So senior night. Funniest thing, the senior night was boring. It was boring, okay? Music was whack. It was boring. Funniest thing about senior night was when this girl she was white or whatnot. I don't know her name. I don't even know who she was, because in my school it was a 4A school. So it was a 4A, or it's a 4-5A. So we had a lot of people. Because it was only it was 3 high schools really, but it was 2 high schools. Wiley don't count. So it was 2 high schools or whatnot. And so she went to, so half of the students went to one, and then half of the other students went to the other or whatnot. So it wasn't nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was so many people, not that it wasn't nothing to do. So she had one of those ponytails where it's like on the it's on a scrunchie. You know how you see them in the mall. It's on a scrunchie or whatever. So you tie it around or whatever. So it was some type of Velcro thing that she was doing. I don't know if it was I don't know. I don't remember what it was. But all I know is I never laughed so hard in my life, because whatever she was doing, I think, it was one of them things where you try to stick, so you get the vest, you have the bodysuit, and you try to, stick on the wall or whatever. So she ran, jumped, didn't stick, hair stuck. And so I laughed so hard because, and that was wrong because she was clearly in pain because she could not get it off. You know what I'm saying? And so I ain't help her. I just took the picture. And this is when you had those Kodak the Kodak cameras where you had to go take them. Yeah. You had to take them to the photo place to get them developed. It ain't like now but you got a smartphone. No, none of that. So senior night, I stayed out till like either 2 or 4 in the morning. And so my mom came down, Smitty came down, but Larry D didn't come down. I don't know where Larry D was at. I don't know. But he wasn't there. And so he wasn't there. He ain't come. He went to my brother's though. Let that marinate in your spirit. Anyway, so I stayed out till 2 or 4 in the morning. And so I went home, you know what I'm saying? And little did I know, I did not know the thoughts and plans that my mother had for me, okay? So early that morning, like 6 o'clock, because that's what she used to. 6 o'clock in the morning, she like, get up. Because she mad. She hot. She's hot. Get up. So, you know, at this point, I'm super tired because like, I either only have 2 or 4 hours of sleep, right? So we going and we're driving. And so praise the Lord for Smitty because Smitty drove most of the way. So it was an 8-hour trip. So she got us to Shreveport. So Shreveport is like a 2 to 2.5 hour drive. I don't know how we made it, but God, you know what I'm saying? So we make it or whatever. So I'm in the house or whatever. And it's awkward. It's tension. I think at this time, is my brother with us? No, my brother stayed in Texas. No. He came. I think he was with us. No, he didn't come. My brother was not there. My brother stayed in Texas. And so I went with my mom or whatnot. So, you know, I'm there. No, my brother did come. Duh, he came. He was with us. And I'm going to tell you why he was with us. So he was with us. He came back with us or whatever. So, you know, my brother rode with my mom and Smitty rode with me. And so, you know, so my mom, she ain't talking to me and stuff like that. So finally I was like, hey mom, I was like, hey mama, can you go with me to get a tattoo? No, go by yourself. And I'm like, you still mad? It's like been a whole week. It's been a whole week. And so what I did with my intelligent self, I asked my brother, I was like, say fool. I was like, can you go with me to the tattoo place? Sure. So my brother went with me to the tattoo place. Look at you. You was armor bearing then. I got you ready for armor bearers. It was already in you, but I helped prepare you, okay? Won't it do it? And so he went with me or whatever. My mom did not go with me. So it's an 18-year-old, and I think he might be 15 at this time. So a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old, we're together in a tattoo parlor. And I don't even know how they let him in. Because, you know, normally you got to be 21 to enter. Anyway, this is Louisiana and this is in 2001. Okay. So I guess they was like, hey, whatever. So I get my name tattooed on my right shoulder. And this tattoo it's not there anymore. But this tattoo was so puny. I think I paid like $20 or $25. Maybe it was less than 40, I know for sure. But I think I paid $20 to get my name tattooed on me. So, you know, over a course of time, my brother's putting the ointment on me. So I was like, so finally I asked my mom, because she's not talking to me. She's still not talking to me. And now at this point it's 2 weeks. And so, you know, I'm like, hey mama, can you put this ointment on me? Get over here. So she putting it on. So at first, you know, it was all loving. And then when she got done, she was like this. I was like, hey, bro, you still mad? This lady she was hot. So also too, I had a job. I worked at the PX, the Post Exchange. It's like it's a Walmart for, it's kind of like a Target, because it's not a super Target, just a regular Target. So, you know, I'm in there and I'm working and I see people, they like my age, you know what I'm saying? So I'm up in the barracks. I don't know how I was able to get into the barracks. Okay. So I'm all in the barracks and stuff like that. And yada, 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 ring, ding, ding. and it's, you know, it's cool. But at this point, I did I did have a curfew at this point, I believe. I think she told me I had to come in at midnight. So, yeah. So then, you know, my last couple of days there, my recruiter had arranged for a recruiter in Leesville to pick me up and take me to Shreveport, which is, like I said, a 2 to 2.5 hour drive. So beforehand, like Smitty and her husband came. Smitty and her husband came. I think Boykins came. I think Sarn Scott came. And some more people, because I knew these people, like, essentially, you know, I grew up with them, you know what I'm saying? Polite, I don't think he came. He wasn't there. I think Polite was already gone. But Polite, you know, he my dude, that's for sure. So, I guess they had like a party or whatnot. And so at the time before I left, I think it was like either hours before I left or a day or two before I left, the male Smitty, he had given me this watch. And so for me, you know, because I didn't know what to expect, but he was like, hey, you know, I want to give you this gift. And so he had given me this green, because it matched the uniform, because back then, you know, your watch had to be black or, you know, the uniform color. So he had given me a green Timex watch. And for me, just that gesture from him, because that was kind of his way of like, for me, you know, kind of like, I'm going to miss you. And so for me, it meant so, even now, it meant so much to me because, you know, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to think of me, you know, like that. And so, I don't have the green one anymore, but I bought a black one, you know, to commemorate the green one that I lost. So I don't remember nothing. So basically, you know, so the recruiter comes to pick me up or whatever, and it's sad. So at this point, like, my mama crying, but remember, she didn't talk to me for like 3 weeks. Okay, so my mama cried, I'm crying, Wells being strong, my brother, he crying because we had never been separated. Oh gosh, we had never been separated. Except for like that little, you know, it was like a month, except for that month beforehand, you know, when I didn't go to Texas right away. So this was going to be a huge separation. Oh man. And I didn't know that the separation that we had at that time, it was going to take us 13 years to get back together. So it wasn't until 13 years later that we rekindled, that we were brought together in the Lord. And so, you know, with that, I can't even finish. But these are all the events that led up to basic training. I will be back with the video of what happened in basic training. So this has been Journey with Wendy. I'm Wendy. Yeah, I'm out.